Septimus call for an inquest, not a trial. Just a small hearing to determine whether the charges against Loris have merit, which I'm sure they don't. Loris will be freed. Our happy alliance will continue. And we'll forget this unfortunate conversation ever happened. Good day, Lady Elena.
So she's like writing letters like Taiwan.
This testimony is an insult to a great house. Why should the faithful or anyone else take the word of a spire over the heir to Highgarden?
He has a birthmark, Your Grace. Quite high on his thigh. One colour and roughly the shape of dawn.
What are you doing? Let us pass.
The faith is satisfied there is enough evidence to bring a formal trial for Sir Loris and Queen Marjorie.
What?
Bearing false witness before the gods is as grave a sin as any, my lady. Take her.
Helmet! Helmet! You can't do this. I am the Queen. Helmet! Helmet! I am the Queen. How dare you take your weapon? Helmet! And how long have you loved him, Lord?
Did you imagine that he would be with you forever? Is that it? And I came along and ruined it.
I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, and you can't frighten me.
Take off your clothes.
Oh, no. You stay here. You watch. Join us to ask a second time. I hate asking a second time. Rick, I told you to watch.
That is also one reason people don't like this season much.
Yeah. It's inevitable. Anyway, she got escaped from many places.
Yeah.
Finally.
He's actually getting trapped in many places.
Yeah.
She had a chance to leave with Brian of Tarth.
Yes.
She did not go. She believed in Littlefinger.
Yes.
No one believes in Littlefinger actually.
Yeah, but she was made to. Why? Because he killed her aunt.
Yeah.
And she was made to believe.
I think his reason for killing Lysa is different. Like, she is speaking about killing her husband for Littlefinger.
Yes, but see, he has made such an impact in that situation
Yeah.
that somebody
Sansa did not know about
that side of the story.
Yeah.
And we started with
You mean this episode.
Yes.
This episode is it's like we have a lot of idea at the start of the episode.
And the
House of Black
we
and
were
White.
first shown black and white, House of Black and White, and she's giving this episode that suspense was broken. I think for the last three episodes,
Yeah.
after the end of where they have been taken to, now it's shown what is happening to them after cleaning them. They have been put in some sort of a
A chamber.
chamber or a, what is that?
Chamber. Stone table.
A stone cover in which their faces are exposed, and I think all those faces represent
Yeah.
a
All the dead
faces.
people.
Yes, different faces might have been faces of different people who have been brought
Yeah.
to that place. So he also might have been showing different faces earlier
Yeah.
when he told Valar
Valar Morghulis.
Mogul is the first time. Then there was a character change, so it was taken by a different character also.
You mean today in this episode?
Not in this episode. From the first time to this time.
Most of the time he is showing his own face. Means
Yes.
we don't know his own face or not, but
No,
he is
but
showing mostly one face.
face. But there was so many faces in between.
Yeah.
It might have been. I'm just a wild guess. Might have been the faces of different people who have been brought here, so that the people who have been brought there also finds a space to live through them after their means death.
Yeah. Also, they are cleaning their bodies. Also, I don't know for what they are cleaning the bodies. They are only taking the face.
Maybe we don't know what sort of cleaning it is. It has to be kept for a longer period of time. The body should not decay. Maybe just to substantiate that the writer might have put that cleaning in the sense that it is just like an embalming.
And also, like he is asking, in the last scene, he came and has been asking many questions.
Yes.
Towards the end, he is telling like the girl is not ready to be no one.
No one,
She
but
is meant to be someone else.
Someone else. So she will not be
No one maybe.
no one. So where story will take
Actually, we don't have many different scenes. Like we have like 5 to 6 scenes.
yeah,
And all the scenes has been long scenes.
long scenes and from different portions,
Yeah.
different parts of maybe different parts of the kingdom, and from across the sea we are having, where started with Jorah and Tyrion
Yeah, the
walking.
shortest one was Jorah and Tyrion.
Yes,
And Jorah came to know that his father died.
yes, and Tyrion never told that it was with whom had
Yeah.
killed him.
He said like his
From
own men.
his own men, and Jorah never asked also who was the man which was behind. And by that time they were both. I think it is a chance for him to come back to Daenerys. So, and Tyrion is also now, and he must say that his and Tyrion is more witty. So to convince, so Jorah's
Tyrion saved both of their lives.
with a single word. He saved himself by telling that you will not get the prize if they are not seeing him. So that is what I was telling. He quickly assesses people, what is going through their mind. The moment he understood that they are taking him for something else, he has taken advantage of the situation.
He got one tip and he
Yes,
hang on to that.
he hanged on to that, and he was able to convince. See, as a if you be on think standing on either side, either on Tyrion's side or on the people who have tried to take him off. Both sides, his that quick response will make you think. Even if I am along with that people who have come to take him, the suggestion which Tyrion has put is always welcome. Yes, I am your enemy. I am taking for you to sell your body
He
parts.
is always giving something for them to think about.
Yes, exactly. And that thought process will make favorable to himself, means Tyrion himself. So that way it has been from the beginning itself that quality of Tyrion Lannister was shown, and yeah, that is what actually he has got courage to tell things at the right time. He has the self-confidence is very high. He knows that there is no wine, but he wanted to interact with Jorah. So he told, I am not a good man. I drinks. The moment somebody tells that I am not a good man, I drink, I visit all the places, I have been with so many ladies, my habit is not good, you will think that he is that fellow is having a don't care about it attitude. That means he is not bothered about anything. He is just telling something. So forget it. So that easiness first he builds. He built that easiness with Sir Jorah also. And then he says, he expresses his knowledge.
So I was telling like in the show, like Tyrion, we have Tyrion and Littlefinger, they don't fight anyone.
But they will make others
Fight.
fight.
And they have their own strategy to
And
save themselves.
Level of planning, you put them in any given situation. They plan 2-3 different things together at a time.
See, that is their way of escaping. So
Yes. Even Littlefinger, he should have been see how the king confronted the army, not the army, the disciples of the High Septon,
yeah.
and how Littlefinger confronted them. He knew for whom these people are standing, and that has been taken to his side advantages. Tyrion, even though he don't know, he will put something and take it from them. You don't say anything, he will understand something. You say something, he will understand more things about you. And he has got the tricks, knowledge, and the power. The power, how the power is created. Number one, he himself will tell, I am not good. Number two, his size will make you think that, oh, this man is so short. He is not going to do any harm. I can kill him any time. I can defeat him any time. 3, his knowledge. 4, his skills to know what you are thinking. 5, his planning. His planning is not like Littlefinger. He plans for the situation. Littlefinger plans to create a situation, but Tyrion
Littlefinger is actually a long-term plan.
long-term planner. So this is disaster management as far as Tyrion Lannister is concerned. He manages any disaster which is in front of him. He has managed a war with nothing in his hand. He has managed to escape himself from one of the scariest prisons in the world, with only 3 sides covered, the other side is nothing, and or the other side is a big cliff where you miss one step,
You cannot sleep inside.
yes,
The cell.
yes, and you are taken to the edge of the cliff many times, and he was able to bribe that man who was made him to reach up to the end of that up to the boundary of that prison. So he manages any disasters. Similarly here also one disaster was avoided, and this adds to his experience. Every disaster he faces adds to his experience. That makes him a very dependable man for himself. And Littlefinger, as you have told, he plans the situation, and Tyrion is a disaster management.
Actually, like we had, I have noted down only 5 scenes.
Yes.
All scenes had something to reveal. Like the area had, we saw there are so many faces
Yes.
on the walls, and
Yeah.
for Tyrion and Jorah, they don't have much. Like they are taken as captives
Yes.
by the parents, and then we have Littlefinger and Cersei, and he's giving out some new plans.
New plans. Yeah.
Also, like in the first watch, I did not notice this portion where Littlefinger is coming to Cersei and making another
plan.
Yeah.
That he has got multi-throne plans.
Yeah.
And
actually, I thought he's with Bolton and he's planning against the
Lannisters.
Now he is making another plan over here.
Yep.
Against Bolton.
Against Boltons or against Stannis itself. So he's
telling the Lannisters to wait for
the battle.
Yeah.
Let the battle happen, and you attack whoever is the winner, because the winner will be still licking the wound. That's what I think.
Licking the wound means half of the soldiers will be dead and the rest will be tired.
Tired, yes, fighting the war.
So I think ultimately he wants the Lannisters to win if there is a war.
Why?
And also he is telling like
he wants to be the warden of the north.
Yeah.
He wants to be the warden of the north. Yeah. Number one. And the third thing is that he is not aware of Jon Snow's plan.
Yeah. He has never been to the, means we don't see him going to the
wall. So if that happens, and see, Littlefinger never had a setback with his plans. So the moment he gets one setback, he is the man who is going to get destroyed quickly, because he plans so well that every situation he puts in, and he makes advantage of the situation, advantages for his plans. But the moment one of his plans gets broken, every small simple thing in the chain will break, and that fellow will suffer an ultimate defeat. But Tyrion is something else. His plans is made to get things done. And
short-term plan.
It's a short-term plan, and he is making plans from his defeat or in front of his.
He's actually planning to survive.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Finger is planning for something else.
Something else. Yes, he's a conqueror. He is a long-term planner, and he incorporates all the situation to his plans and make people
What do you think about this Littlefinger giving Sansa to the Bruce Bolton? He was telling if Ramsay is marrying Sansa, she will be Ramsay. They will be getting the north.
Yes.
So he is coming over to Cersei and telling that if after the battle they will take the castle.
Yes.
So and Sansa will be back with the Littlefinger. If anyone is winning over there, Sansa will be with the Littlefinger.
Yes.
So do you think that Littlefinger knows that Ramsay is a bad person? Or
yes, he definitely knows. He definitely knows. That's why he has.
Also, he is telling like in the introduction in this episode, we are seeing like something from a previous episode. Not to hurt her. He is telling Ramsay not to hurt her.
But that's a different. He is also a different being altogether. We have seen his cruelties. So I thought this, at least in this extreme situation, Theon Greyjoy, Rick, will be responding. But he has been trashed to that level that he cannot make himself move from the position he is standing.
Afraid of
Ramsay. So that was the we have started in the beginning and we have skipped all the middle scenes.
And also, I think with all the torture he received from Ramsay, he is also in his heart he is repenting to his crimes against
the Starks. That's what. If he was really repenting to his crimes against Stark, only 3 people are there inside that room. He should have used the situation.
I think he has seen Ramsay fighting like against his sister. He cannot fight Ramsay.
But still,
weak now.
Yeah, that situation he should have used any of the things in his house, and he should have used it as a person who wants to pay back to the cruelty he has done to him. He should have taken that situation. Anyway, he cannot further torture him.
Maybe he is a coward and he
Definitely.
in
That,
first place.
yes, that we have seen. So again we have seen fight in the what is it, water garden.
Yeah,
What's
I
called?
missed that point actually. So it was only a small scene, like there was a fight and everyone has been taken
Yes,
by the soldiers.
and masala also for that.
I think that is in the last episode, last scene. Like that. Not in this episode.
Anyway, we have last episode also we have forgot to mention that, I think.
Yeah.
We never mentioned this time.
December. Yes.
So should we need to have a
No, it's okay. Just look. No need to message. Yeah.
so that was it. Then the
And
talk
we have
with
like
Cersei.
there is this scene,
Yeah, with interrogating. Where is this?
yeah, scene.
You want to know about the princess?
Yeah. So we have seen the what it is just like a even so Cersei is telling it is just means an interactive session rather than
I think she planned to take Marjorie actually.
yes,
Loras is the bait.
yeah, Loras is the bait, and Loras she has skillfully planned that. Again, we don't know whether Littlefinger's play is there or not, because the plot looks like very nicely
Actually, that person,
fabricated.
that guy is Littlefinger's man
Yeah,
from the brothel.
broken. Yeah.
So maybe to tell him to tell all these things, if maybe he will only listen to Littlefinger.
Yeah. So
She also sent the raven to get back Littlefinger. over.
yes, and they had a meeting also. We don't know what all they have covered. So Littlefinger has to support Cersei as of now, because his plan is to become the Warden of the. He has already got the veil with him. He has already
He have an army.
and he has promised Ramsay and Bolton that whoever has the army of Wales, they have won.
Yeah, he was telling like sometime before
Yes.
the Vale army and the North
Yeah. But whether
defeated the biggest kingdom
because
or something.
yes, so whoever is with Wales wins the battle.
Yeah.
So he has given that support. Once they are in the battle, Wales can very well stop.
Yeah.
So a small army is thrown in front of Stannis. So once Stannis suffers a hit back, so we have seen Littlefinger telling that already whoever is with the army of Wales has won all the battles.
Yeah.
So now the army of the Wales is with Littlefinger.
But actually, he will not be fighting with the Boltons.
Yes.
He will be waiting for one of them to lose.
That is what I was saying, exactly. He has offered support of the army of the Wales to Boltons to fight against
Lannister.
not Lannisters, or
Boltons. Stannis.
Stannis.
No, Littlefinger actually told the Boltons that they will be fighting together against Lannisters.
Against Lannisters. But now the Bruce Bolton knew that already Stannis will be attacking them.
Yeah.
So he thinks that the army of the Wales will be supporting him to fight against the Stannis. So Littlefinger has got the plan not to support Stannis, because he want to wait.
Yeah.
He want to wait with the between Stannis and
It's like the gods and the
Fox.
story.
Again, there is a third part. He has already told Cersei to fight with the half means tired and half dead army
Yeah.
of the winner. Yes, let them fight.
He did not. He said Cersei not to send an army and
No,
he will be fighting for them.
That's what I told.
Yeah.
Wait and fight.
Yeah.
So then, who is the winner then? Finally,
It's the Lannisters.
Lannisters. Not the Lannisters.
He will be winning for the Lannisters.
Winning for Lannisters. Now, whichever army is he has got,
The Vale army.
he has got the Vale army. He will be having the men from Stannis side, defeated men. He will be having the men from Roose Bolton side, who is a defeated man. He is having a big army of the slaves. Who will be
Actually, there is no slavery in this part of
not slavery, I am telling, of the captured people.
Yeah.
Of the whoever has been defeated, they will be captured, right? And they will be kept in dungeons. So those people will be there. So his army will be twofold or threefold. And with that army, now Tywin Lannister is not there. Tyrion is not there. Only Cersei is the only knowledgeable person who is sitting inside the King's Landing. So he can easily take King's Landing also.
Cersei is actually not planning well. Means in
Oh.
season 5 she is only thinking about revenge and
Yes.
if she is keeping at least the titles with her, it will be beneficial for
At
her.
least monetarily. And the third part is that already her brother is out
Yeah.
and he is being captured.
Yeah. She don't know about the capture part.
Capture part, but still he is captured. So stay aside from that one. So if this is the right time Littlefinger finds to attack King's Landing and take control of the kingdom.
And also if we think about Daenerys, nothing is a match for Daenerys as of now.
Yes.
She is having a big army
Big
and a
army,
lot of people.
different thing. That is totally different.
It's all like they are very disciplined compared to this side of
This side of the part. And he has got a huge single big army with nobody else's support.
Yeah.
This
She earned it herself.
herself. So this is works on alliances. So once Littlefinger also will be having a similar army if he is able to manage this show. But there is one loose end to this, as far as the man who has killed the boy
Yeah.
is around the wall. If he is coming with his man and wildlings and interfering in such matters towards north, Littlefinger will be having a very tough time.
We don't know if John will be able to convince the violence in the first place.
That's a different story altogether. I was just assuming the things for the later part of the show.
Actually, like in many times, Davos has been suggesting many things.
Yeah.
Stannis is listening to half of the things he is telling. Like
Okay.
it is better for Stannis. Maybe this time also he is getting wait for John to come with the
Violence. He is not waiting.
Last time also I think Davos was telling not to go for the Blackwater.
Yes. And yeah, I think we have to almost finish our business.
So friends, like we have finished season 5, episode 5,
5.
Unbowed, Unbent and Unbroken.
It looks like this meant
Those
for
are the name given for these 3 girls. Like
yeah.
she is telling Unbowed and Unbent. I think it's the slogan of the Dawn people.
Maybe.
The Lannisters are having like Lannisters praise their deaths.
Yes.
For the Starks, it's winter is coming.
But there is a very what is it? A contrasting thing which you can see here. It looks like, see, it has been shown that Cersei has gone to a means a witch who told that you will be a queen, but on later time somebody else will come and take your part. But here we thought that it was Marjorie who is going to take her part. But very skillfully she cornered herself, means Marjorie and her brother. So both have been taken for trials now. And I think this Unbound, Unbent and Unbroken fits better to Cersei as far as this episode is concerned. she is the one.
Maybe we don't have to think like it is one of her means the new queen
Yeah.
is from King's Landing. It can also be Daenerys.
Yes.
She is also younger than Cersei. She is more beautiful.
No, what I was telling is that as far as this episode is
Yeah,
concerned,
yeah.
she was
I am only talking about the prophecy. It can
okay.
also be like that.
Like that. But it is
Maybe Cersei is thinking like Marjorie
is
the
the one who is who has been told by the witch, and we don't know whatever she has told is correct or not. So that's a different thing altogether. But as far as this episode is concerned, she was almost cornered by Marjorie. Next step was just to make her live in one of the corners, but she planned herself, and she has made the king to sit just like the king, and she was unbent before Marjorie's grandmother, who was supposed to be was shown as a very powerful lady, means bargaining with Tywin Lannister. Okay, in front of her she was unbent, and we thought that she was already broken down, as her son is dead, husband is dead, her kingdom is having so many problems, and her brother is out to find her kid. So that way she was broken, and so many people are using her to take advantage of the situation. But finally it has emerged that she is not bent, not bound, or not broken. So as far as this name of the episode is concerned, it fits better for Cersei than the word.
If we are thinking from Cersei's side, it's good.
Otherwise also I was telling that even though it is their slogan,
Yeah.
it fits better for Cersei in this episode.
But for me, I am feeling like she is making all the stupidest decisions.
Still,
It's like we are seeing any like in any TV show like we are taking revenge. Cersei is just saying like that.
yeah, she's taking
She is
revenge.
she is not thinking diplomatically like Tywin does.
Yes.
She is only thinking about herself, about who
And-
don't like her.
And we don't know what Lady Olenna will plan. She is also a very stubborn lady. What she plans, we don't know.
Cersei still don't know that she is a part of the phrase that
Yes.
anyways, we will conclude here.
Episode 6, and now we have to go for the mid-season Q&A. Tomorrow afternoon we will do it, and we'll try to finish episode 7 also if possible to come. So that we'll try to finish off at least this season.
Yeah.
In this.
So guys, thank you for
Being with us,
yeah.
supporting us together for their entire uploads, and I think we are edging closer towards.
And like today we have like 44 days left for season 7, so we have to move fast.
I must say I'm also a little bit excited, so that I can read all the spoilers. I can do whatever comments, whatever comments you have put once I complete season 6, I think.
Actually, it's like in Kerala, Game of Thrones is not much known, but in Bangalore, like there is many chances for my money to get spoiled.
So I'm not reading such inputs from much of the weekend newspapers and Friday newspapers. Last week, one of our newspapers or regional language newspapers also there was news, but my wife already told me don't read that newspaper. So I have not gone through that. There was a supplement in one of our regional papers. So I somehow controls to stay away from That's why I think I am able to put such wild imaginations without any, without any rethinking. So I am just putting my own versions. I am not exposed to the book, even though I can get one.
Actually, even when I was watching, I knew some things were going to happen even before I watched.
Yeah.
Because everything is in internet, and if you are going to internet, something will come out.
Actually I've stopped. I am using nowadays only email and WhatsApp.
I am
Even
not
Facebook.
telling like I am spoiled, but I have read some theories even before those parts came. And Mani is totally unaware of those famous theories.
Whatever
I can
theory,
assure that thing.
whatever theory comes to our mind, we are just
Yeah.
putting it across. I think there will be something different from the normal theory just been proposed earlier by ourselves.
Which one?
Whether we are putting something new, just out of curiosity, I am
No,
just
no.
asking whether we are putting something different from the normal theories which has already been put. Are we able to find something different, or some small thin line which is or a thought process which is slightly different from the
About the last episode there, like we about the last episode of season 4, we were talking about
our plans?
Taiwan sending shade.
Yeah.
That thing, like so many people were commenting like it's not like that. Shay only went to Taiwan after
Yes.
she has been sent away by Tyrion. But also we can think in this way also, like yeah, he has done it before.
Yeah, he has done it before to
Tyrion himself.
Tyrion himself.
And like Kainath Khan was telling, like there has been some emotion between, like there has been scenes where Shay is showing a lot of emotion towards Tyrion.
Yeah.
So subscribers are telling like they like Shay turned only after Tyrion rejected her.
Yeah.
And about we had like when Ygritte was buried, there was this mouse wolf to the side of the screen.
Yes.
I was showing you. That thing no one noticed actually. That was the first time I think. I also checked the internet and nothing was there. And one of them were telling like it's a horse, but they also did not notice before. It looks like a wolf to me. And everyone is wondering if there is any theory related to that thing. And it can also be ghost. We don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have to wait and see in the future episodes. And I actually don't remember most of the theories we put forward. If you remember anything, we could just.
Anyway, I was not able to go back with our whatever uploads we have done, because as you told, there will be a lot of comments below it, which
And nowadays, some people are putting like season 7 spoilers already, even before the show is coming up. And I had to block some of them because others are telling me to block them because it will be a spoiler for everyone. It may not be a spoiler,
but still,
but they are just telling this person will die, this person will die.
the thought process will be totally
Yeah.
different. Your views will be totally constricted. So it's better to be independent.
If
authors.
actually, if this person is telling someone is dying and it happens, we'll be like, oh, we already know this person's dead.
Yeah, what is going to happen at the end of the
Yeah.
episode. So that's what our views will be totally restricted, which we don't want to be thinking on independent lines. And as far as I am concerned,
Someone was telling like one person is having 3 IDs and he is telling he is sending different spoilers for season 7 from all these 3 IDs. So if we are blocking one ID, he is having another one.
he already is ready.
We want everyone to know he knows everything.
Okay. Or whether it is Littlefinger who is doing all these things, we don't know. He has got an ID from the Lannisters, he has got an ID from the Vale, and now he will be getting an ID from the Boltons also. So
seeing after you go through all the
It's okay.
results.
We'll somehow manage. We'll somehow manage like Arya Stark.
So guys, good night. It's like 12:30 at night here.
I must say good morning to all of you. See you today afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll take a small sleep. I have to go to office tomorrow morning. In the afternoon, we'll be having the season mid-season Q&A.
And I also want to tell, like, we will not be having any more Q&As. Means because we have to finish all the episodes, and if we are doing a Q&A, it will be taking like another 1 hour or more from us.
Yeah. And
So-
the recording will take total 3 hours
Yeah.
of time.
So it will be better if we stop the Q&A after the next season 5.
And then we can
Or
plan
we can do after finishing season
season 6.
Means Q&A means including everything from
Yeah.
season 1 to season 6.
6. Like whatever the theories we are proposing, whatever the things we have put, we'll compare it and we'll.
And we can also give some predictions for season 7 after.
Let's hope so.
I already have something in my mind. We can
So we'll discuss it.
record all those things.
Let season 6 recording be completed.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it in detail.
Yeah.
So that I am little bit free altogether. See, initially I was not excited as this. I was not looking forward for the next.
Actually, someone was telling like Money is expressing more nowadays, like for season 4, and I think this is his favorite season. I forgot who he is. Maybe with the Q&A we will all read all those comments.
Yeah, but I must frankly tell that I never expected such a vast storyline where you are having your own space to think, and somehow 50% of the things will happen as you have thought. And many a times, as you have predicted, 10-15% of the predictions were correct most of the time. Sometimes 50% of the things happen. Always excitement and surprises are there in the show. Like this also, even though we never expected that Sansa will be having such a bad experience, that also happened. So always surprises are there. We are never away from the surprises, but initially maybe in the season 1 season 1 and season 2 I was just evaluating how much it can make you think. So later I started thinking of so many things. Even I was telling about I had a dream of 2 dragons flying here and there.
Yeah.
So
That is why there are so many people watching the reactions for Game of Thrones, because there is so many things you can think on your own
yes.
rather than concentrating.
So at that time I still remember, have you seen the third one? I told, I have not seen the third one, I don't know. And now it is almost correct, the third one was not there, it is independent and it is flying almost half the world. So like that some visions were there, and I started thinking of different theories which I can formulate from the things. Always at least 50% of the things you will forget once you watch the episode, because so many and for me to remember all the names, I find it very difficult, even though I know all the characters by now, and I find it difficult to relate their names with their part in the show most of the time. So what happens is that whatever you remember, you try to relate, you try to correlate from season 1 episode 1. Even the White Walkers we start, whenever we tell White Walkers, somehow we will relate it to the first scene.
See, they
season
don't
1
have
episode
much
1.
scene. Here and there
They are there, but automatically
most of the time they are reading.
they are reading the script.